Shrimps.
So when I which I must do, could it shine down here with you? My love is mine, all mine. I love mine. Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love, mine, all mine, all mine.
What's good, y'all? What is good? Alright, so for today's video about our favorite friend and our favorite chef, our chef Triple H Levesque Paul, well, Chef H, right? Well, he's supposed to be a damn chef, but his cooking has been fucking horrible these days. So, I've been seeing a lot of reports, and well, the reports basically came out like last week. I am a little bit late, right? Of, you know, I guess like the stuff that was supposed to take place at WrestlePalooza, where I guess Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes pitched the idea of having Drew win the title and having, like, I guess what's his face, Randy cost Cody by an accident, so that way Drew can have the title. Now that would have been a very interesting finish, and I think it would have made WrestlePalooza like much more interesting, rather than it being like sort of like lackluster, because it should have not went down the way it was supposed to. And then there was another report that was given out also as well, where John Cena was supposed to beat Brock Lesnar, rather than like having like Brock Lesnar beat John Cena, and then that was like pretty much it. And it kind of like left the crowd, from what a lot of people said, was really like deflated, where it was like, oh, like Brock beats John Cena and that's it. It was like, eh. And as a whole, ESPN even said, or even graded like WrestlePalooza was like a C. Like, it wasn't really the best of how like Triple H and how everybody kept on promoting and hyping it up. Like, to be honest with you, it felt like a nothing show. It nothing really like taking place, right? Besides like the whole AJ Lee returning, and the match was okay for what it was, and then the Cody Rhodes and the Drew McIntyre match, which felt a bit boring because we all knew what was going to happen, but the outcome would have been interesting if they would have had McIntyre win the title and have Randy Orton there. Now, I know that Kim Orton also liked it, a post of, you know, I guess people saying, or fans saying that, you know, you have WrestlePalooza, but you don't have Randy Orton there, and it felt like a crime. It almost felt like a travesty of not even having Randy Orton at WrestlePalooza. And from what even some fans are starting to notice, that with the booking of Randy Orton, like, he should be booked strong. Like, I don't know why you're not really having him show up in like PLEs, which some fans is noting. Now, the last time I remember like Randy Orton, well, I think it was the Saudi match with Cody, and then the match that he had with John Cena, I think it was at Backlash. I think that was like the only two matches I think I remember him ever having, and everything else just felt like, oh, like Randy Orton was just kind of like in the background just doing stuff. Now, we know that he came out last Friday to help out Cody with the whole Vision business, but that, other than that, that's pretty much it. And I think that they're gonna do Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, which I'm looking forward to, because again, Jacob Fatu been off television for weeks, and it's like, where's my man Jacob? But to the point at hand is that people are really starting to notice it, that Triple H is boring. Sorry, his booking is terrible. The chef he's just burning shit now. He's just fucking burning food, and we expect the booking to be great. I even seen a report, well, not a report, but I've seen where I think people even noted it, that John Cena probably is even frustrated with how his retirement tour is gone. And despite everything was given and said last year, when John Cena, I think, announced his retirement, and then the stuff that was leading up to the retirement, and the interviews that he was on with Chris Van Vliet, and him saying that, yeah, the retirement is going to be special, not going to really tell anybody what it's going to be about. And we was like, okay, we was happy, because we thought that this retirement tour would have been something great. Like, all of the matches that John Cena would have had would have been great. Now, when they did the whole initial heel turn with John Cena, it was a big thing at the moment. We're like, okay, finally, we haven't had a heel Cena since 20 years ago. Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to be like one of those people that could die on that hill, and I will say that the run had some good moments. I'm not going to say everything was bad. No. I know a lot of people were saying everything was bad. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that a few things Like the whole him versus Cody Rhodes in the lead up to WrestleMania, I thought that was great because the back and forth promos I thought was great. The stuff that he had with CM Punk, I thought that was really great. The stuff that he had with Randy Orton, I liked. But out of those three things, everything else kind of like felt flat. And you could look at it in two ways. You could look at it in The Rock and you can look at it in Triple H. Because I know people out here still trying to defend The Rock and say like, well, technically The Rock didn't mention that he wasn't going to be at WrestleMania. But see, here's the thing though. When The Rock said this whole, he wanted Cody Rhodes to be his heel champion, and then they was going to do like having Cody Rhodes turn heel and then having like a John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania where he's like under like the Rock's tutelage and he sold his soul to The Rock. Now here's the thing though, that would have been fine, but if The Rock was going out here promoting that, I guess that boxing movie and other things that he was doing, like other projects that he was working on, how the hell that was going to work out if he was going to do that and then Cody Rhodes would have sold his soul for nothing? It would have been the same thing like John Cena because he wouldn't have stuck around. Now if he would have stuck around for it, then okay, but then I know people said it didn't really make any sense because, you know, Cody Rhodes is a babyface, biggest babyface that they got at the moment, so why would he turn heel? But I understand like everybody's perspective on that, but I'm going to still say The Rock had a hand in ruining the John Cena's heel turn and the run and the tour. And then the other part goes to Trips because he didn't even have like a follow-up. He didn't have like a way of like bandaging this problem and going like, okay, seeing how this was bad, let's try to fix it to make it better. The booking was horrible. And this is a disappointment. It was horrible. We looking at Trips like, yo, you keep burning this fucking food. Like, sooner or later, these people ain't gonna show up at this restaurant anymore. How the hell you charging ridiculous amounts of prices? Well, not him, but, you know, TKO is charging ridiculous amounts of prices for them to be in the front row, second row, third row, whatever. But the booking is horrible. They come to see great wrestling, not boring wrestling. And this is a problem, an occurring problem that's going on right now with the WWE, where a lot of people are starting to see this. Kim Wharton is pointing stuff out. Apparently John Cena got frustrated and said, fuck this, I'm just gonna pick my last 5, I guess, matches that he's gonna do. So we know that John Cena mentioned like Dominic Mysterio, Jacob Fatu, AJ Styles. I mean, we got to see him wrestle CM Punk, we got to see him wrestle Randy Orton, right? He wanted to do a program with Seth. So I think at this point, John is just going to start picking out people that he wants to wrestle. So we got AJ Styles. The next one could probably be Seth Rollins. It could be maybe Jacob Fatu, maybe Roman. Who knows that John Cena's like his really last opponent is going to be. But so far, John Cena from what we've seen, he's probably frustrated. He's like, fuck this. I can't be a trusting this dude with the last dates that I got left because this dude can't book. And it's sad because I'm pretty sure that John Cena gave Triple H a chance, given how last year was a big success and everything went well. The storylines was great. Fucking everything was fucking amazing. It was spectacular last year. So you would think after riding the highs of last year's success, it would transition over to like this year and it would be much more successful. They made money successfully, yes. They made their money, obviously, yes. But when it came down to creative and booking, horrible, absolutely horrible. It's been atrocious. And we sitting here and we like, yo, Trips, come on, Trips, what's going on here? And he's still out here lying at people. He's another one that's lying at people saying everything is great, it's better, bigger and better than ever. Like, Trips, no, it's not. You suck. How is it great if the booking is terrible? You got people out here genuinely frustrated because they either can't get on the card, they want to have matches, they want to have progressive storylines, but how is it that they're going to have any of this if the creative is if the creative is bad, the creative is fucking terrible. So that's why if Kim Orton is agreeing with the fans, if she's saying anything about how Randy Orton's been booked, you can't really blame her. The way how Drew McIntyre has been booked, can't really blame him. If he says anything, we see what happened with the New Day. That was horrible. That was a great heel turn. What they did with kicking Big E out the New Day, flat. It felt flat. Weeks on end, it just went ice cold. Now the New Day, they just cold. Tag team division cold. They keep teasing this whole idea of, I guess, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins breaking up. We're gonna see what they're gonna do there, but it's like, can you honestly trust this man with this booking? We looking at this guy sideways now because look what he did to John Cena. Look what he did to John Cena. John Cena should have had his great. He should have had a legitimately a great retirement tour. Now we're hearing reports that I think AJ Styles is saying next year is going to be his. He's going to retire. So I don't think we can trust him on that. It's just damn trips, man. And now we're hearing even more reports, and not reports, but we're hearing more like people saying they want Vince McMahon back. They want Vince back. They like Trips fucking failed. They want Vince back because of how bad and how atrocious Trips' booking has been. They like, where's Vince, man? Because they felt like Vince would have never done half the shit that Triple H has done. And to be honest with you, I gotta agree. I think half the things that Triple H has done, Vince would have never done. Now, granted, would the retirement tour been better under Vince than Triple H? We don't know. It might even been worse, but I don't know. I felt like because of the relationship that John Cena has with Vince McMahon, I think Vince would have allowed some leeway. I think so, because they have like a really great relationship. So I think he would have been, all right, you want to do this, all right, cool, no problem, all right, cool. I think he would have done that. Trips, on the other hand, disappointment, absolutely disappointed in his performance in 2025. The only hope is that maybe he'll get things correctly. Maybe he'll get things done correctly next year in 2026, because we don't know who's actually going to win the Royal Rumble next year. We don't know. Rumors is reporting it could be Sammy. It could be anybody that could win the Royal Rumble next year, but we're going to see. The booking with LA Knight, he's another guy that you can look at and say he was another one that should have maybe won the World Heavyweight Championship. They could have done something with him by now, but Trips, he's having him do stuff, but it's just some mid-card shit. And it's like, come on. You got guys out there who could be great performers and be champion, but you just keep doing this safe shit, which people is getting tired of. But, oh my God, Triple H, man, you suck. You suck, Trips. I'm tired of coming to your fucking restaurant and the fucking food is either cold or burnt. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of Triple H's booking in 2025. Do you believe that he did nothing wrong? You believe that everything that he did was accurate, it was right? John Cena's retirement tour has been perfect so far, and everybody's been tripping, and everybody's a WWE hater? Or do you guys believe that Triple H completely fucked up? He needs to really start perfecting his craft as a booker, and just stop this safe shit and just do what needs to be done and just get the shit done and have everybody be happy about the creative rather than being some lackluster bullshit. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I catch you all in the next one.